X-Men Fantastic Four issue 2 sees Scott reassure Reed and his family that they have not kidnapped Franklin and Val, despite knowing their meeting with Eric and Charles went poorly. Reed knows that they wouldn't kidnap them, and he knows their agenda for his children are clear. Charles wants them to join Krakoa. Scott reassures Reed that his children are not on the island, and makes it clear that they only want Franklin, not Val, since they will not allow humans onto the island. Sue knows exactly what he means, knowing he values Franklin's life over Val's thanks to him being a mutant, and Val isn't pure enough to join Krakoa. Scott doesn't know what to say as Sue cuts the connection, leaving Scott to tell Eric that this will be a problem. Sue is done listening to the mutants, telling Reed that Krakoa thinks that they are better than everyone and they are helping people for a price, even aligning themselves with Sabretooth and Apocalypse, making them not the people they once knew. Reed says that they are a nation and they can't just attack them, but Sue isn't saying that they should go to war, but they need to find their children. Ben tells Reed that he's messed up this time with his kids and it's his fault that they are gone. Johnny tells him that they are going to find the kids since unlike Krakoa, the family is a democracy. Kitty meanwhile battles Dr. Doom, protecting the Marauder's ship, but she is knocked unconscious. Awakening later on, she finds herself at a dinner table along with Franklin, Val and Doom, who says that now that Kitty is awake, they can eat. Kitty demands to know where her people are and Doom says he has only been benevolent to the mutants and they are safe, as are the mutants she wants to rescue and take to a better world. Kitty confirms that that is what she was after, and the mutants get free passage to Krakoa, but Doom says the mutants she is after aren't lost. They live in a place invisible to the world, Doom Island. Val knows that Doom is hiding something, learning that the mutants of Latveria are all on the island thanks to the paradigm shift in mutant kind, which Doom knows has one outcome: war. The mutants are all on the island for the protection of Latveria, and the island is where Doom goes when he doesn't want Latveria directly involved with his plans, like his new plan which involves Franklin. Multiple Man meanwhile reports that the Marauder has been completely abandoned off the coast of Japan, as Eric knows that Franklin, Kitty and her team are all missing. He tells Emma Kitty was sent to rescue some mutants but didn't think that they were near Japan. Charles says that he can't register the mutants anymore on Cerebro. Emma speaks with Scott, who is in the chambers with the upper class, wondering if it piques his interest about joining the Quiet Council, but Scott says he just lives to serve. Charles finds the mutants suddenly, wanting to assemble the team, but Scott thinks that they need to discuss the Fantastic Four, since he believes that they will come for the kids since he saw the look in Sue's eyes, and he's surprised they already haven't come. Emma knows that Scott is right, but Eric says they don't need to concern themselves with a team consisting of a rock man and a man who throws fire. Nightcrawler says that they cannot plan for the mind of Mr. Fantastic, and he can do anything he wishes or be almost anywhere. Suddenly, the team remember they forgot the most powerful member of the Fantastic Four, the Invisible Woman. Magneto quickly breaks apart the council chambers, raining the area with metal which lands on the invisible Ben Grimm, who smashes Eric away as the rest of the Fantastic Four are revealed. Johnny knows that they are off the hook for Franklin's kidnapping, but knows they are all still creeps. On Doom Island, Kitty wants to see her people, but Doom says she needs to be patient, reassuring them that they are not depowered like she currently is, telling her that he would never create an item specifically to target a specific species like mutants, unlike Franklin's father, who he knows installed a tracking chip on the boy that negated his mutant gene. Val wants to know how Doom stopped Kitty's powers, so Victor reveals he once helped Kitty from fading into nothing, meaning he studied her powers greatly and knows how they work even better than she does. Taking them to his lab, he says fate brought them together since he intends to do the one thing Reed Richards cannot: fix Franklin and recover his powers fully. Franklin knows that there is a catch, since Doom isn't exactly the charitable type, but Doom says there is no greater injustice than wasted potential, and he wants to help the boy reach his, under one condition that is. On Krakoa, the Fantastic Four escape towards the Fantastica as the X-Men continue to battle them. Ben tells Cyclops to let them go save their kids, but Reed tells them that they have bigger fish to fry as the rest of the mutants arrive. As Ben and Johnny hold them back, Reed tries to wake up the unconscious Sue, who has been knocked out from the stress of her powers. Psylocke quickly learns the team's suits are blocking psychic attacks, and Reed gets an idea from that, unmasking Sue and letting Emma connect to her mind for a brief moment, giving Sue the mind jolt needed to wake her up. With Sue up, she erects a giant force field around the team, getting them safely to the Fantastica and away from the island. Xavier tells Scott that they are headed for the mutant refugees, and he is to lead a squad, as they need to get Kitty back and explain to the Fantastic Four how things things are now going in these uncertain times. Kitty meanwhile meets with her team, who are glad to see that she is in one piece. Storm wants to know what's going on, so Kitty fills her in, saying that she made a deal with Doom and they are guests on his island, and if they don't interfere with his business, he will fix Franklin Richards for them. The team aren't too happy about this, but Kitty explains that they could go to war with Doom, or they could walk out by having helped a kid be what he was meant to be. Franklin meanwhile hopes that he's doing the right thing, but Val has heard worse deals, and while Victor is a bad man, he has a soft spot for them. Victor meanwhile spies on the kids, knowing it's more than just showing Reed he's smarter. Victorious contacts him, telling him the rebuild effort in Latveria continues, asking if he's certain she isn't needed there. Doom assures her that is all going to plan, and preparation is going underway, and lucky for him, his Doom Sentinels are all but completed. X-Men Fantastic Four issue 2 was a really fantastic issue that shifted more focus onto the Richards family and what they are going through as the mutants apparently kidnapped their kids. I've really enjoyed how Chip Zdarsky isn't shying away with how other heroes in the Marvel Universe are viewing the mutants now, and how many of them see them as devious mutants now. I'm also liking his take on Dr. Doom, and how Doom is got this really cool role where he's going to help Franklin but do it for the most pettiest reasons, and that is just to one-up Reed Richards. It's so in character for Victor, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.